Hospitals are meant to save lives, but sometimes they hold on to the ones that never left. For most, a hospital is a place of healing. But for those who work the night shift, it becomes something else entirely. Quiet halls, empty rooms, and things that don't show up on any chart. Jenna had been a night shift nurse for over 5 years at a small rural hospital in West Virginia. Nothing surprised her anymore until she was assigned to room 209. It had been under renovation for weeks. No patients were assigned there. The lights didn't work. The door stayed locked. But one night, at 2:11 a.m., she heard the call bell from room 209 ringing. She thought it was a glitch, until she saw it again on the nurse's station monitor. Assistance requested, room 209. When she opened the door, it was dark, silent, but cold. Unnaturally cold. And in the corner, the silhouette of someone sitting on the bed. Jenna blinked, thought it was gone. She backed out of the room, but the call bell rang again, while she was looking at the empty bed. Later, she asked an older nurse about it. The reply chilled her. 209. That room's been sealed since the suicide. The man hung himself from the oxygen pipe. And no one told you. For the next day, who is on duty on the night shift is Luis. But some nights, it felt like the hospital had more spirits than patients. He was restocking supplies near the IQ at 3 a.m. He saw a man in a patient gown walking barefoot down the hallway. That wasn't strange. Confused patients sometimes wandered. But when Luis approached, and the man turned, and had no eyes, just dark, hollow sockets, then he vanished around a corner. Luis checked with security. No patients had left their rooms. The camera feed showed nothing. But the next night, another nurse saw him. This time, standing at the foot of a patient's bed. The patient died hours later. They started calling him the visitor. He only appears during death watches, and only to night shift staff. The next day, a strange incident in the hospital still happened, where the one in charge of the night shift at that time was Samantha. Samantha was only a few months into her night shift rotation when he heard a code blue announced overhead, room 312. Samantha and two other nurses rushed in, but the room was empty. No patient, no chart, no equipment, just a neatly made bed and silence. When they returned to the station, confused, the charge nurse looked up and said, 312. That room's been closed since last year. We lost a nurse there. Samantha later learned the story. A nurse had collapsed mid-resuscitation while trying to save a patient who was already dead. No one knows who called that last code blue. That night, as Samantha passed room 312 again, Samantha heard soft sobbing from inside. When he looked through the small glass window, a nurse was inside, performing CPR on an invisible body. Hospitals heal the living, but they also remember the dead. And when the world sleeps, the night shift begins, not just for the nurses, but for those who never truly left.